Hey guys, what's up? Gamer Joe Coffee here. So Palia just dropped 0.197 Fall Fantasy Home for the Harvest. So I have the patch notes here. I'm going to read over them, react to them, and kind of discuss some of the stuff that we maybe weren't aware of and some of the stuff that we knew, as well as some patch note updates that I've seen that affect some of the things we've been doing and some of the things we've seen. So yeah. We're going to dive right into this on the other side and quickly review these patch notes so you guys can jump into the game and know what's ready, what's available, and what's new. Okay, so real quick we have here the Fall Fantasy Home for the Harvest. Happily Ever After begins with the harvest. As autumn's golden glow, settles over Kilima Village, homes fill with warmth, gratitude, and a touch of fairy tale magic. Bring the harvest home with decorative crops, enchanting home decorations, share in the spirit of the season with the Bounty Donation Drive bundle. Share a seat with your friends in Kilima and gather around the hearth for the new community event, the Great Palian Potluck. Complete your storybook season with the new Rapunzel premium cosmetics, wool mailbox, mimic salesman, and steadfast Ormuu friend. So a good chunk of these updates are store release stuff. There's some really cool stuff, but it is tied to the store, unfortunately. So we're gonna dive into this and see kind of what is what and what ties into the store versus what doesn't. First things first, we have new decorative crops and fairy tale decor. As the harvest winds down, the fields turn golden. There's a new way to celebrate treasures of your season to your plots. Decorative crops can now be purchased for metals at the Gardening Guild store, perfect for those who love the look of thriving fields without using precious gardening plot space. So if you want to decorate with a garden, you don't have to use your actual garden. You can now use these decorative crops to make it look like you have a garden without using up your money-making plots. You can choose from charming planter varieties, like planter life varieties like cotton, tomato, blueberry, apple, peppers, napa cabbage, and beans. There's also a planter life dirt pile that lets you slot your favorite crop right into it. So there's a dirt pile that lets you just put your crop into it so it looks like it's growing out of dirt, which is kind of cool. These can also be placed directly onto the ground or displayed in planters and pots, introduced in 194. Giving you plenty of flexibility for your fantastic fall designs. Additionally, the items that can go into a flower pot can also be placed into a dirt pile, allowing for even more creative combinations. So anything that can be placed in a flower pot can be placed into one of these new dirt piles, which is kind of cool. So we've got the cotton, tomato, blueberry, apple, peppers, cabbage, beans, and the dirt pile itself. Here's one thing that I'm kind of excited about. If your home feels ready for a touch of storybook magic, these new decor editions have arrived in time. The Floral Fantasy and Lilac Stripes wallpaper, Floral Fantasy and Lilac Stripes, features soft colors and delicate patterns that fill any space with charm, while the Fantasy Cottage pearlescent petals floor gleam with intricate iridescent designs that fill your home with warmth and whimsy. So there's a Floral Fantasy wallpaper, the Lilac Stripes wallpaper, the Fantasy Cottage floor, and the pearlescent petals floor. So there's 4 new wallpaper and flooring, and these are acquired from the monthly bundle board. So I do like that. I do like that we're getting some really cool new rewards that are not just generic stuff. It's actually more unique, which is really, really cool. I do, again, hope that these are available through other means later on. I do not like the FOMO stuff, so hopefully these are available for people who may not be playing during this window of time, or people who may start a month from now or a year from now and don't have access to these. So hopefully there is some other way to obtain these in the future. Shane is hosting a special charity drive to celebrate seasonal harvest and gratitude and is inviting all Palians to join in. As fall gives way to the chills of winter, you can lend a hand to those who need it most in Kilima by donating to each of the 4 categories in the bulletin board: crops, shelf-safe food, supplies, and furniture. Tish has a special thank you for those helping out, gifting floor and wallpapers fit for a fairy tale. While these item bundles and rewards will only be available through this patch, the rewards are planned to return in the future. There we go. Good. That's the key for me, is make everything returnable eventually. Like, it doesn't, like, even if it makes it like a cyclical thing, like every fall that's an available thing, and they add new rewards, that would be kind of cool. But the fact that it might possibly be a one-time thing is not cool for me. Interactive furniture items, Kilima Village. Sit and stay a while and soak up the scenery. You can now sit on benches around Kilima and soak in the view. While sitting functionality is currently only available in Kilima, more cozy seating opportunities are planned for other areas in the future. That's really cool. They're actually utilizing the benches that are there and just making them interactable, which is really cool because you couldn't do that before, and it didn't make sense, you know? They were adding us being able to sit on things and lay down on beds and stuff, but you can't sit on the benches in Kilima. But that's really cool that they fixed that. Okay, the community event. We have the Great Palian Potluck. November 4th, which is today as of recording this, to the 11th. Players can take part in a week-long celebration of food, friendship, and the end of the harvest season. Throughout the event, players across Palia will work together to cook a community-wide goal of 20 million dishes, using ingredients gathered through gardening, foraging, ranching, fishing, hunting, and of course, cooking. Join your friends for cooking parties or whip your favorite recipes solo and help the community milestones to unlock snazzy seasonal rewards. Keep an eye out for milestone updates shared across our Discord. Okay, we'll look at those rewards here in a minute, I believe. Did they post that? Yeah, I don't think they posted that yet, did they? Oh, they did. No, that's Twitch drops. Okay, they have Twitch drops. And here's the Palian Potluck. So we'll go ahead and cover both of those while we're here. The OST, the Elderwood OST has been released. Okay. It's on Spotify, and you can buy a vinyl copy. That's kind of cool. Of course, they're selling the Madrinus drink with the little fun guy plushie. Here's an interesting update. A wide variety of new items can be placed on floors. This is including but not limited to the Alchemist Cottage deck floor. New items include, so these items can now be placed on flooring, which means they are potentially, like before you couldn't place outdoory stuff on your Alchemist deck floor on any building, but now you can. So it's the Spring Fever lamps and lights, the makeshift outdoory type stuff, the umbrellas, the swinging couch, hay roll stack. So various things that are typically outside that can now be placed on the upper floor in the Alchemist Cottage deck floor, and potentially inside if you can fit it inside. Of course, the premium store now has Rapunzel, Rogue Warrior. Also, these guys are shop, unfortunately. They are really, really cool, but it is shop only. And of course, they added the Ormuu availability. Let's see here. There's a new Ever After Lake. There was one in here that I wanted to mention that I saw somebody post. There's a lot of different, bees would disappear. There's a lot of different bugs that they've fixed, but there's one in here. Here it is. Fix an issue where the Prismfish plushie was dropping more than intended. How many people have over 20 of the Prismfish plushie? I know I do. So they have reduced that now to where it has a normal drop rate. There's a lot more stuff you can read in here, a lot more specific stuff, known issues. But I'm not going to go through all these. I am going to quickly go up here and look at, we're going to quickly cover the Twitch drops. I should be live this evening playing this, so if you want to come over and watch for a little bit, get your Twitch drops. It looks like there's some kind of, what is that? It doesn't say, does it? Autumn theme rewards. Okay, so there's like an autumn outdoor umbrella thing. The hay rolls, another umbrella, and these are 2 each. You get 2 of these each for watching for an hour. Watching for 3 hours gets you 1 regular shiny or potato pod and 1 shiny potato pod. And then 6 hours gets you like these sunny day glasses. It looks like the sun. Those are cool. So if you check me out on Twitch and you watch for 1 to 3 to 6 hours, whatever, and watch other people, it all adds together. So watch up to 6 hours, you get those sunglasses. And then lastly, we're going to cover the potluck that they mentioned. So goals and rewards. Let's see, here we go. So 5 million, you get some cooking ingredients. 10 million as a whole, we get some house tickets, which is kind of cool. pumpkin pie, some heat root, and a Zeki coin. For 15 million, we get a shiny potato pod, 3 Zeki coins, 100 of the housing tickets, and what is that? What is that last thing? Star quality spicy hot pot takeout. Star quality spicy hot pot takeout. Is that going to be is that a decorative item that we can put down in our house? Because that looks like it. And that looks unique and kind of cool. 20 million Sandy Palcat Pal Mat. 2 Palcat pillows. 5 lucky coins. 150 tickets. Star quality Delilah spice sweet roll and almond cookies. Okay. So I know people have been kind of upset in the past that the goals weren't worth it. The rewards weren't worth it in the end. To me, looking at this, the shiny potato pod bag is nice. These housing tickets are really nice. This is super nice. That's super nice. That's nice. The pillows is nice. The rug, like, oh, this is really good. This right here is a goal worth reaching for sure. Even this one is pretty cool. But that one for sure is a goal worth reaching for. So if you're playing Palia and you are out there and you are watching Twitch drops, or you are just hanging out, do a cooking party, meet up with some friends and cook some stuff. Do whatever you got to do. We got to get to 20 million. I'm just saying, we got to get to 20 million. I need that rug. I need those pillows. I need all that stuff. I need the food decoration for 15 million. I need all that stuff. So, yeah, we definitely need that. So this is really good correction to the previous rewards that weren't nearly as exciting. So yeah. Get out there, cook a bunch, help me get this potluck reward, because I need this stuff. I have a problem. But no, seriously, this is really cool. The Twitch drops are really cool. The patch notes are a little... There's not much to the patch notes except for the new flooring and wallpaper stuff, which is really cool. But the potluck stuff and the Twitch drops are really cool. So make sure you get those. Make sure you participate and get all that stuff. The new patch is live. This was what we got for the next month. Next month we'll probably see the Christmassy stuff start. The winter stuff probably start next month. I'm excited to see that. But yeah, thank you guys. This is the patch notes. I'm probably going to be playing here in a few minutes live on Twitch. So if you see this video and you want to hop over there and hang out and chat with me, let's do it. I'm going to be working on these boards probably. But yeah, thank you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have an amazing day and even better cup of coffee. See you guys next time. All right, everyone, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next adventure. I'd love to chat with you guys down in the comments. If you have any comments or questions, hit me up down there. One last thing before I go. A little bit of a dad joke for you. I know. Why don't coffee beans ever get in trouble? Because they know how to espresso themselves without causing a stir. Okay. That's enough pun for one day. Stay caffeinated, stay awesome. Hope you guys have an amazing day and an even better cup of coffee. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to all my YouTube members for your amazing support. It truly means the world and helps us keep this channel going. I really do appreciate it.